Welcome everybody to today's video. Today we are going to be ranking various pop culture fathers, ranking from the best to the worst. By the way, all these characters are being ranked off how good of a father they are. Not necessarily of a character they are, but like how good of a father they are, since tomorrow is Father's Day, I think. Yeah, tomorrow's Father's Day. So that's how we're ranking them. So we're gonna start with Geralt from Fire Emblem Three Houses. Okay, so he was a good father. He was trying to teach like Violet and everything. I think he would be like a solid A in my opinion, because like he was a really good father and everything. He was really trying to teach Violet and everything how to be like a good person, but he wouldn't be the best. He had his flaws and everything, but he was definitely a really good father. He deserves a good A position. So he's an A. For number 2, by the way, there's 20 of them. 20 different dads. For number 2, we have Master Shifu. Yeah, so Master Shifu, I'm gonna go off of how he was a father to Tylon, I think. The tiger. There's a spider here. But yeah, so he was a really good father. Better than Geralt in my opinion, because he was really trying to teach, kind of like the same way. He was trying to teach them and stuff. And so, yeah, he was better in my opinion, but again, I don't know. He might be like one of the best ones. I don't know. For now, I'll keep him a solid A, and I might change it later. Alright, number 3 here is probably one of the best fathers out of everyone. Like, at all, period. Bowser. He is instantly going in the best. Bro, he, as a father, he has flaws and everything, but he is really, really good. He really loves his child, Bowser Jr. and stuff. You can really see that a lot more in the Galaxy movie, Super Mario Galaxy movie. I'm not gonna spoil much, but their relationship really shows in that movie. And so, he has to be like at least one of the best ones, in my opinion. He's cool. I really love Bowser as a father and everything. Alright, next is Mr. Peen from Kung Fu Panda as well. So Mr. Peen as a father, I'm a B, because like he wasn't a bad father. He just wasn't. I don't know. He was just kind of generic, in my opinion. He was just kind of like there. Oh, you have to do your work and everything. So yeah, I think he's going in a solid B, in my opinion. Because like he's not a bad father. There's nothing bad about him. He's just there. He's not too much of a character in the Kung Fu Panda series, so you don't really get to see him as much. But yeah, so he's going in a solid B area. A little bit. He's worse than Shifu and Geralt, but not like in a bad way. I'm not trying to hate on him. He's just not exactly the best. Okay, Uncle Iroh. This one makes me sad. See, Uncle Iroh, I'm going off of him with his son that passed away and how he quit war and everything. Him quitting war and everything over his son's death is it's a good father thing to do. So I'm putting him in the best section, but not quite as good as Bowser, I guess. Iroh is just an absolute great father, and also he just absolutely has a father treatment to Zuko, which is what Zuko kind of needed. Uncle Iroh is one of the best characters in the Avatar series. Alright, next we have Darth Vader. I don't know much about Star Wars, but I just know that Darth Vader isn't a very good father. He abandoned his son. He cut his hand off, and it wasn't very good. So like, that is Marlon. That is not right. I don't know what to put him in. I don't know if he deserves a C or the worst. I'll keep him a C because like he's not too bad. He changes his mind. He needs to save his life later on and stuff. a couple times and everything, but it's just, I don't know. I don't think he's the worst. Definitely not the worst out of some of these people on here. Okay, we're going off of father roles. I'm keeping him a C for now. Very bare minimum C. Marlin from Finding Nemo's next. I mean, Marlin was a good father. He had really good character development throughout the movie. He was really kind of overprotective in the beginning. But, he has some good character development. I put him a solid, no, B. I want to put him at, he's a really high up a B. I don't know if he's quite as good as, like, Shifu or Gerald, but he's at least a solid B. He's better than Mr. Bean. I don't know. These are just kind of like, I don't know. I might change these up later on, but I think like a very high B is fitting. We don't get to see him too much in the movies and stuff, but his overprotectiveness, I mean, it's understandable. It's just, you know. Now this one here, Mufasa. I want to put him. No, up here, not an A. He has to be one of the best fathers in the entire everybody, because he teaches Simba and everything really good life lessons. And if it wasn't for Mufasa, Simba never would have become the great lion leader he is later on. He is such a good, like a prime role in the series and the movies and stuff that you need to put him in the best. I think he might be single-handedly the best person out of all these. He's a little bit better than Bowser. I don't know. Putting Iroh down there behind Bowser is kind of harsh, but whatever. Ego from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. This one has to be the worst one out of all of these people here. I do not even care what people say, bruh. He is by far the worst fucking father anyone has ever, like, yeah, he is the worst. He abandoned Peter Quill as a child. He gave his own wife, Peter's mother, a freaking tumor to kill her. And he also killed a bunch of his other children he had. And he also tried to use Peter as a fucking battery. Holy shit. That's not a fucking father at that point. That is a goddamn... This is pure evil. I almost want to make a whole rank just for him. Like, pure evil. That's not even... That is the... No. Nobody can be worse than him, I swear. I know he was the second close, though. But he is one of the worst fathers in every single movie. But if it wasn't for Ego doing what he did, Peter never would have had those absolute aura-farming moments in the second movie, in Volume 2. It's part of character development and everything, so he had a prime role in the movie, but we're not going off of the movie. We're going off of the father role, and he has not a good father role at all whatsoever. Okay, Master Splinter from Teen Mutant Ninja Turtles. I have a stroke saying that. I don't know much about Master Splinter. I take it like I watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a lot when I was like younger, like when I was like 5, but I don't remember him much. I mean, I take it he was just like, he was there. I'm taking it he was kind of like Master Shifu, I guess. I'm putting him at the end ranking of A, because I feel like he's better than these two, but not better than these two. I feel like Master Splinter is, yeah. I don't know much about him, I cannot remember, but I know he's a pretty good father. It's just, yeah, he's pretty good. Alright, this was an interesting, like, deep cut, absolute ball knowledge. Brock's dad from Pokemon Indigo League. Indigo League? Yeah. Yeah, Indigo League. He, as a father? No, he's not a really good father. He's not a good father. He abandoned, not really abandoned, but ran away and left Brock to deal with all of his little brothers and sisters. But I don't know if that was, yeah, he like ran away and everything, and he had to come back later and help. He did come back later to help Brock and everything. So that's some brownie points right there. I don't know if I should put him in C or low, really low B. I think I'm going to put him in C. Because, and he's better than Darth Vader, of course. I don't know, I might put Darth Vader in the worst section. But, like, at least he came back later to help Brock, but what he did in the beginning was kind of effed up. So, there's that. So yeah, I don't know. He's not the best one for sure. Alright. Mr. Wormwood. William Wormwood from Matilda. Another kind of a deep cut ball knowledge kind of thing. He... Shit. No, he's going in the worst. He's going in the worst. But that means the best, yeah. But he's not as bad as, nearly as bad as Ego, of course. But he was he was definitely a really bad father too, though. In his own special way. He really didn't talk to Matilda at all about anything. He didn't, like... No. He deserves to go in, like, one of the worst fathers. Because even in the end, he abandoned her. And bruh. Nah, he going in the worst. But, Ego, there's nothing competing against Ego. I don't see anyone competing against Ego. Alright. Fa Zhao from Mulan. Mulan's mom and dad. He is like... He's an A. But I think he's better than Master Splinter and I think he's better than Gerald. Hot take, I think. Because apparently, it's been a couple years since I've seen Mulan. I used to watch it a lot when I was younger, though. And, like, the Disney animation one. Absolute peak of the movie, though. He, as a father, was actually really good. He was, like, trying to have Mulan and everything, be, like, encourage her and everything, and, like, not trying to bring her down, like a couple fathers that we have on here. And he actually encouraged her and everything, so that's good. He was really protective of himself, but not overly protective like our boy Marlin down here. So that's cool. So yeah, he's a decent A rank, I think. So we got now Mr. Turner. He's colors inverted, same as Bob. I have no idea why. He wasn't like that before. Mr. Turner. Dingleberg. He is the most mid father ever. Like, he is so freaking mid. I watched Fairly Odd Parents when I was younger, but I haven't watched it out recently, like, at all. Not like I hate it, it's just I haven't watched it, so I don't know much about Mr. Turner, but I just know he's a very checked out father, kind of like a better version of Wormwood, I guess, I suppose. So he's going at the bottom of C. I'm still contemplating about putting Darth Vader in between these guys. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna move Darth Vader down. He's not as bad. He's worse than Wormwood, but not nearly as bad as Ego. So we'll put him down at the worst father. Move him down. All right, Bob Belcher. His head is cut off, but Bob's there, so don't worry about it. So he is a good father. I like him as a character too, actually. So he's like, I think he's a B. Cause like, as a father, oh no, that's kind of harsh. No, I don't know though. I don't know if that's harsh. I'm gonna put him at the top of B. Let me, Marlon, move, damn it. Because like, Bob doesn't do, he really cares for his children and everything. It's just like, I don't know, he's an interesting character, that's for sure. Because, like, I feel like it'd be kind of weird to compare Bob Belcher to fucking Mr. Shifu from Kung Fu Panda, or Mr. Zhao, or Geralt. I feel like he belongs in the B section, just like in the between. Like, he's not bad, but he's not that. He's not bad, but he's not the best either. Like, he doesn't do anything bad to his children. It's just like he's, I guess, pay attention to him. That's much of my opinion. I don't know. On the other hand, though, who we have next? Peter Griffin. I'm trying to think. Peter Griffin. Shut up, Meg. Okay, so we're going for father roles here. He has to be a really bad one. What he does to Meg, he even F's over Chris sometimes. Fuck, he sometimes messes over Stewie. Or, yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's he's not a good father whatsoever. He doesn't, especially, I'm really thinking about what he does to Meg and everything. Yeah, he is, God, he's a really, because I'm trying to think, even like the wholesome moments he has with the kids, he'll end up like saying, shut up, Meg. Put him in like the same ring of ego though, come on. Okay, no. No, he's worse than Mr. Turner. He's going in C. It didn't feel right putting him in the worst, because ego is there. Comparing ego to Peter Griffin, I mean... yes, this is me hating on ego for an entire time. He deserves it. Anyway, Fire Lord Ojai on the other hand, though. Fire Lord freaking Ojai. He is the second worst in this entire ranking. He wiped out there. Okay, no. I was gonna say he wiped out the Endermans, but that's not him being a father. Well, him being a father, he burned Jugo's face in front of everybody. Public humiliation. He freaking outcasted Jugo after that, by the way. Never accepted him back. Favored Azula. He didn't even treat Azula well. But Azula was just stupid and continued on being loyal. I kind of wish Zuko, like, took out Fire Lord Ojai in the end. But yeah, he is definitely one of the, he's like the second worst father in all of this. Okay, for next, we have Homer Simpson. So Homer Simpson, he is very, very dumb. But he isn't a bad father necessarily. He has his moments, he's, you know, most of the time he's a stupid and dumb idiot like Peter Griffin. But then he will lock in on like Peter, and sometimes he will help his children. Like, he doesn't mean to harm his children. He just has his children get crossed in the crossfire, get like hurt in the crossfire of his actions. Peter purposely hurts his children sometimes. But Homer, he just accidentally takes out his children in the crossfire. Unless you're talking about Bart. Bart, on the other hand, is Homer's version of Meg. He's not the best, but he does, unlike Peter and Meg, have wholesome moments together with him. Homer is actually a decent father, actually, now I think about it. The more I think about it. So, we'll put him the worst B section. Because he doesn't really deserve to be in C. He has his moments which puts him up to a B. He's not an A at all because of what he does to Bart and everything. So yeah. These last two characters are really interesting to talk about here. So we got King Rome from Zelda Breath of the Wild. So King Rome, he's not necessarily a bad father. Yeah. He is like actually a really good father. It's just he really tried to have Zelda lock in for her powers and like finish and get her entire duty done, but Zelda wanted to do other things too, like explore Hyrule and stuff. And she was just kind of like a wild spirit, and that was kind of hard for King Rome to manage. And he only learned his lesson after death. So yeah, as a father, he's not bad and stuff. It's just like he would have been. I'm gonna put him in probably B, or maybe really low A. But the reason I don't want to put him in A is because he learned his lesson after he died. When he's a spirit and he talks to you on the Great Plateau up in the Forgotten Temple, or the Temple of Time, he states that, oh, yeah, I learned my lesson, but I died. So he's gonna go in the high B tier. Alright, Mr. Krabs. I completely forgot he was a father. So, Mr. Krabs is the father. He's actually... oh god, I don't know. He really tries to make Pearl happy. And everything, but the way he just does things and stuff kind of reminds me of King Rome, to be honest. Because, like, he tries to make his daughter happy and everything, but he tries to solve his problems with money, of course, and buying her things. And, of course, Pearl being a teenager and stuff, that's not always what it takes to make a teenager happy. So she's not satisfied, so that's kind of a Pearl skill issue. But for Mr. Krabs, he tries. I gotta give him credit for that. He tries. But his money greed is just way too bad to be a decent A-ranked father. As a father figure, he tries his best. So I'm gonna say he is a B. But better than Homer, but not as good as these other guys. Hey, I feel like this is a really well-balanced tier list of all, like, most pop culture fathers. Like, I feel like this is a decent one. So, yeah, this is my tier ranking for different pop culture fathers. Ranging from shows to games, video games and stuff. Movies and stuff. So, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Join my Patreon, Discord server to support my content, and join my Patreon if you want to support my content. Happy Father's Day, everybody. Yeah, so if you guys have any other... if you guys want to change anything, just let me know, and let me know your opinion. This is my opinion on each father. If you guys want to do your own ranking, that would be cool. Maybe tag me in it, and I'll also review it and stuff. That's pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. So yeah, happy Father's Day, everybody. See you guys